They said Lee was impossible, too intense, too dominant, too much. Women didn't break his heart. They escaped it. But fate has a strange sense of humor, because the one woman who didn't run had nothing to lose, everything to change him. Lee wasn't just a Korean mafia boss. He was a problem. Cold stare. Perfect suit. A presence so overwhelming, it made strong women rethink their life choices. Dates ended early. Doors closed fast. One woman once said, "I thought I wanted power. Turns out I wanted peace." Lee never chased them. He simply watched them leave. Alone again, with his expansive silence. Lee internau monologue. Why do they all disappear? When I open up, Joy was nothing like them. An adult woman who grew up an orphan. Not weak, not broken, but sharp, warm, and fearless. She worked 2 jobs, laughed loudly, and spoke her mind. Life had already scared her once. Nothing else could. When Joy bumped into Lee literally, she didn't gasp. She didn't apologize 10 times. Joy laughing. "Wow. You walk like the road owes you money." Lee froze.
No one
had ever spoken to him like that. Lee tried intimidation. Joy offered sarcasm. Lee offered silence. Joy filled it with jokes. "Lee, you're not afraid of me." Joy,
should I be?
"You look like you need a nap." For the first time in years, Lee laughed. An awkward, quiet, real laugh. And just like that, the untouchable man felt touched. Their moments grew softer. Lone talks. Blotchy nights. Eyes that lingered a second too long. Lee leaned in once. Hesitated. Every woman before Joy had stepped back, but Joy didn't move. She smiled. Joy, softly. "You don't have to scare me to be strong." Lee's breath caught when their lips finally met. It wasn't rushed. It wasn't wild.
It was gentle.
Surprising.
Real.
Lee confessed his fear. "Lee, they leave when they feel me too close." Joy took his hand. "Joy, then stop pushing so hard. I'm not running." For the first time, Lee wasn't the boss. He was just a man. Being chosen. The world still feared Lee. But Joy didn't love the legend. She loved the man who learned to soften, to love, to stay. And Lee, he finally understood. Power never scared people away. Loneliness did. The man no woman could stay with was finally home. If you believe love can change even the hardest hearts, like, subscribe, and share this story. Just when Lee learned how to love, his worlds tried to take it away. Because loving a mafia boss
is easy.
Until the danger finds you too. Joy noticed the change first. The gods doubled. The phone call stopped. Lee smelled, but his eyes carried storms. "Joy, talk to me. You're thinking too loud." Lee hesitated. "Lee, my enemies know about you." Silence fell between them. Not fear, but truth. Lee expected tears. He expected distance. Instead, Joy crossed her arms. "Joy, firm. Teasing. So this is the part where I'm supposed to run." Lee blinked. "Joy. Sorry, I already did running in my childhood." She stepped closer. "Joy, if I'm choosing you, I choose all of you." Lee's heart hit harder than any bullet ever could. Love didn't make Lee weak. It made him reckless. One-night gunshots, chaos, enemies testing his limits. Lee shielded Joy without thinking. Lee shouting, "Stay behind me!" For the first time, Joy saw the full weight of his world. And she didn't leave. After the danger passed, Lee finally broke. Lee quiet, shaking. "I don't want you hurt because of me." Joy cupped his face. Joy soft. You don't get to decide that alone.
Tears met silence.
Joy, I didn't fall for the boss. I fell for the man who laughs at my jokes. They held each other, not to hide, but to heal. Lee made a decision. He began dismantling parts of his empire, cutting ties, changing rules, not for power, for peace. Lee, I'll protect you, but I'll also protect us. Joy smiled. Joy, good, because I planned to stay. Enemies feared Lee, but now he wasn't alone. Joy didn't soften his strength. She sharpened it with purpose. And in a world built on fear, they chose love anyway. They tried to break them apart, but love learned how to fight back. After the chaos, after the fear, what remained wasn't power. It was two hearts, afraid to lose each other. The city slept. No silence. No enemies. Just silence and the sound of breathing side by side. Lee stood by the window, watching the lights below. Joy wrapped herself in his jacket. Joy, gentle smile. You only get quiet like this when you're thinking about us. Lee turned. For once, he didn't hide. I've controlled everything my whole life, except how much I love you. Joy stepped closer. Joy! That scares you more than bullets, doesn't it? Lee nodded. She rested her forehead against his chest. Joy! Then don't control it. Just feel it. His arms circled her slow, careful, as if love itself were fragile. For the first time, love felt light. They cooked together. Lee burned the food. Joy laughed until tears came. Joy teasing. So this is the feared boss. I expected more danger. Lee smiling. I retired for you. She kissed his cheek. He froze then, smiled wider than ever. That night, they lay close. Not rushed, not loud, just hands intertwined, breaths aligned. Lee, soft. No one ever stayed long enough to see this side of me. Joy traced his fingers. Joy, I wasn't looking for safety. I was looking for truth. Their kiss was slow, unhurried. A promise knot, a spark. Morning light filled the room. Joy whispered something Lee never expected to hear. Joy, what if we build something normal? Lee laughed quietly. Lee, I don't know how to be normal. Joy smiled. Joy, then we'll learn together. He kissed her hand, not like a boss, but like a man in love. The world still watched Lee, but now his heart had a home. Joy didn't change who he was. She gave him someone to be. And in that quiet space between heartbeats, they chose each other. Love didn't soften the Mafia boss. It humanized him. Some men rule cities. Some men rule fear. But the bravest choice a man can make is choosing love when power is easier. Lee stood alone in his office one last time. The city stretched below him, a kingdom he built from shadows. Phones rang. Messages waited. He turned them all off. Lee, quiet. I'm done. Not because he was weak, but because love had given him something stronger to protect. Joy didn't ask for riches. She didn't ask for safety. She asked for mornings, peace, a life that didn't need gods at the door. Joy softly. I want a home that feels warm, not watched. Lee listened. For the first time, he imagined a future without fear. New crowds. No luxury. just a quiet place by the water, where the city noise faded into wind. Joy thought it was just a walk. Lee stopped. His hands trembled, not from danger, but from hope. Lee voice steady, eyes full. I don't have a perfect past, but I want a peaceful future. He took her hands. Lee, I can't promise an easy life, but I promise a real one. She knelt. Lee, Joy, will you choose a new life with me? Every day, forever. Joy covered her mouth, then laughed through tears. Joy, yes, I choose you. They embraced. Not like a boss and a survivor, but like two people finally home. They left the city. No headlines, no drama, just sunlight. Simple work, quiet laughter. Lee learned how to live without control. Joy learned how to rest without fear. Together, they right. The man who once ruled the night now woke up to mornings beside love. Joy didn't save Lee. They saved each other. And sometimes the greatest power is walking away. He didn't lose his empire. He gained a life.